Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time for Stella, and you all know I'm on a alcohol break, sugar break for Lent. I think I have 30 more days to go, so there is no Stella Rosa. But please tell me what you have in the chat. I know a little personal check in real quick. Today has been a crazy day. I have been through a stressful day, especially the past hour. And I got home early. I thought I was going to be home later. So I know a lot of people are expecting a late night live at 10, but I said, I'm home now. Let's jump into it at 8. Some things went down at my son's dorm. He's 10 hours away at college. And when you just can't be there to physically be there for your kid, even though he's a young adult. I'm sure he can handle. I'm not gonna put his business in the street. I'm sure they can handle the situation on their own, but I'm stressed. So I just really needed this live. I started it early to kind of talk about some stuff that I enjoy, to get my mind away from what's going on down there in Savannah, and just have a good time talking about our shows. Hey, Evita, I'm happy you can make it early, girlfriend. But three shows I want to get into tonight: Traitors reunion, The Challenge 38 reunion, part 2, and Survivor 44, episode 1. All really, really, really good. I'm really, really excited to talk about it. If my energy seems a little bit lower than it usually is for Ostella, please forgive me. It's just a lot going on right now, and I just want to have a good time. Let's start with Traitors, the Traitors reunion, because I only have about 5 minutes of commentary on that because we really didn't learn anything new. It was cute for what it was. I didn't appreciate the gang up on Sari. And I feel like the people who are not reality, like the non-reality show people, don't understand the nature of competition show television. Like they were really in their feelings that Sari won this game. And I'm like, did y'all not understand the rules before you signed up? Like, the name of the show is Traitors. There's traitors in the game trying to take your money. That's the object of the show. And she was successful. Congratulate her and move on. Now, before we get to the Sari, Quentin, and Andy situation, let's get through Christian and Cody. Like, let's get Cody out the way. Cody was sitting up here acting like he's Mr. Good Time, and it was so hard for me to be a traitor. It was just so hard for me to murder people. And Cody, shut up. It wasn't hard for you to do what you did in Big Brother All Stars, where they set it up for you to win. It wasn't hard for you to do all of that. It wasn't hard for you to backstab over there. So why so hard for you over here? It just sounds like you're upset a black woman outplayed you. That's what it sounds like to me, Cody. You should congratulate Sari and shut up. Now, you did, Cody, at the end say Sari played a good game, but you did a little bit of huffing and puffing and crying too much for me, too. Now, Christian was all good. I really like Christian's personality. He seems like a very fun person for reality television. But what caught me off guard is Christian is up here talking about, oh, I got a crush on, I done forgot the black girl's name. Was it Steph? Hey, Dr. Ivy. Yes, it's called Traitors. Not look out for your friends. Not hook you up with $250,000 because you're about to have a baby. That was not the name of the show. But Christian had a crush on the black girl. But when the show was over, Shelby, thank you. I love y'all in the chat. Y'all keep my memory correct. Christian got a crush on Shelby, but when the show over, he asked out Geraldine, the white girl. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you really had a crush on Shelby. Is so beautiful and everything, but you ain't asked her out. You asked out the white girl. Oh, okay, Christian. I really believe that. And then he couldn't even spell Geraldine. Moving on from that. I love Kate and Rachel Riley. That is a rivalry that I need to see on television again because it's fun shade. It's not hitting below the belt. It's not trying to take the other person down. It's just two people that have personalities that don't vibe and they shade each other. I I want to see Rachel and Kate on TV together again. I think that would be amazing. Okay. Nobody else really had nothing to say, so let me get to Andy and Quentin. I did not understand the tears. I just had a baby. I don't appreciate you talking about we getting ready to have a baby and you got what's the boy name? I don't forgot his name too. The traitor that came in last, I don't forgot his name. Y'all know it in the chat. The white man from The Bachelor. Y'all said Black Lives Matter and all that, and we thought three black people we about to go home with $80,000 each, and now our babies ain't got nothing. Sari got kids. I'm sure she has a lot of college tuition to pay for. She has a husband, a home, retirement. She has a life. What makes the birth of your children more important than what's going on in her life? The way these people were hemming and hawing at this reunion, it was like they expected the traitors at the end of the game to be like, we love y'all. Y'all keep all the money. We sorry we was murdering y'all. Y'all can have the money. No, that's not the name of the game. Everyone sat around that table when that man walked around tapping people on the shoulder. Sari didn't hold her hand up and be like, tap me. Anybody could have been tapped. Andy, if you were tapped, you would have played the game and you would have tried to win the money. Quentin, the same for you. I don't understand why y'all weren't congratulating Sari. I didn't appreciate everybody ganging up, trying to make that lady feel bad. And Sari, that's why you queen. And I don't call many people queens because I don't throw that word out lightly. But Sari is the queen of Survivor for me because I would have known immediately once I saw Sari, knowing how she plays Survivor, she's a traitor. No disrespect, but that's Sari's MO. She's the lady from the couch, the everyday person, just like me and you, that got up. She's relatable. She makes friends easily, but she also wants to win. She gonna stab you in the back, and not in a way, in the gameplay way. Like she's gonna do what she has to do to win. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the nature of the game. And I appreciate how Sari said, look, the conversations we had, the relationship that we forged, that was real. But at the end of the day, we're here to plan for money. And if all you win out of Traitors season 1 is a friendship, be happy with that. You want to be friends or not? And then Andy talked about you ain't think about giving them some money. No. Do you know how much $250,000 is after taxes? No, I got my own stuff to pay for. I got a house. I want to buy my mama a house. They gonna be all right. I'm sure their baby's not wanting for anything. A little bit of change would be nice, but you don't have it. So, and Sari looked good. That pink looked good on her. She looked amazing. Hair, makeup, amazing. I'm so happy Sari won. Oh boy was trying to throw y'all hints. Good luck. I was recruited. As soon as he said I was recruited late in the game, Ari, thank you, Dr. Ivy. Ari, one of them. Hey, Andrew. Once Ari started telling everybody good luck, I was recruited late. He was giving you all the signs. Now I understand you're caught up in the emotions of the game, but guess what? The game isn't over until it's over. You should have been paying attention. That's why y'all lost. Sorry. Everybody is struggling out here. The cost of living is going up. Yes. So I appreciated the reunion. I thought it was a cute reunion. Light. I'm happy it was just one little part. I'm happy we're getting a season 2. If you haven't seen on Twitter, Davon is throwing her name out there. She said, Traitors, if y'all want to call me for season 2, I'm answering the phone. Traitors, call Davon. She would be amazing, and she needs to be a traitor. Davon needs to be a traitor. She needs to be murdering people and everything. That's how season 2 will be a hit if you call Day. Call her. I don't care who else y'all call, but if you get Davon to be on it, I can guarantee you season 2 it will be a hit. But she has to be a traitor. If you make her a faithful, they gonna murder her. They gonna murder her quick. You gotta make her a traitor, not a faithful. But that's it for Traitors. Let's roll into the challenge reunion part 2 because I'm gonna save Survivor for last because I really love Survivor. I gotta pull up my tweets so I can remember the order of the show. Let me tell you, the first thing I already know I want to talk about the challenge part 2 of the reunion. Yes, Davon would be perfect because she could be a good liar. Is Davon a good liar? I think Davon is a good enough actress to where, when people come into breakfast the next morning, she could at least play it off. Because really, Traitors isn't really about lying. It's about acting. It's about acting like a faithful. Can you act like a faithful? I think Davon could do it. I've also seen Traitors UK and Australia. UK had the same challenges, but Australia had different ones. Look, I didn't even know they had more of them on Peacock. It kind of rolled into Australia episode 1, and I was like, ooh, more things to binge watch. Like Traitors, the concept of that show, I really, really like. And I think that's a show I can do. I think I could do it. Because it don't require too much. And I want to be a traitor because I want to be in charge of who gets murdered. I would never want to be a faithful because I'm just laying in the bed at night hoping I don't get no note slipped under my door. No, I would want to be a traitor too. I want to be murdering people. And I probably would be banished at the round table because I can't control my facials. Like, I would have to really work on my facial expressions, but I would want to try it. But anyway, let's get into the challenge. Number 1, Turbo. I'm a Turbo fan. I like Turbo. I think people hate Turbo for the same reason they hate Amber B, because he was a rookie and won his first season. And nobody can beat. I think if Turbo makes it to any final, nobody can beat him. You're not beating him in a final. So, and also Turbo won. Everyone hands down says that War of the Worlds final was the hardest final of all of the seasons of the challenge. So that makes him like the best champ, doesn't it? Because he won the hardest final. Anyway, I just like his energy. I think he's reality TV gold. I think he's entertaining, but I think people know how to push his buttons now. I understand. As an adult, you should be able to control your emotions and your anger. I get it. But I feel like people know if I can just push Turbo's buttons, we can get him kicked off the show or voted into elimination anyway. So Turbo left a message. And what I didn't appreciate is everyone knew Turbo wasn't there, period. Devin is talking all this smack. Bring his bitch ass out. His bitch ass went home. And I said, oh, but Devin, you're the same one who, when you made the little joke about pulling out the daggers and Turbo turned around and checked you, you shut it up real quick when he was in your face. But now that he's not there, you're at the reunion talking all of this shit. Look. Let me say this. Y'all got a cute little new microphone. Let me just say this. Devin, you are the weakest and the wackest champ I have ever seen. Now, there might be some weaker and whacker, but my memory bad. So for right now, you're the weakest and the wackest champion that I ever seen. And I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all many old Stellas ago, if Tori and Devin become champions, their egos and entitlement will be out of control. It'll be out of, and that's what it is. Y'all feel like it's like, I already gave this example. I'm an accountant. I know numbers. Numbers are my thing. You're not going to beat me when it comes to balancing a balance sheet, a P&L statement, some debits, credits, T codes. You're not beating me in none of that. But if you put me in some kind of game setting where it's all about biology and knowing the parts and the bones and the muscles of the body, you got it. You got it. And I feel like that's how Tevin, that could be their name, Tori and Devin, Tevin. How Tori and Devin won is because they were in a biology final with a whole bunch of accountants. You were supposed to win. You know all the puzzles. So I really wouldn't even be, it ain't even all that great of a victory to me. And so I really need y'all to pipe down because look, Devin ain't even on War of the Worlds. Can you imagine being now Tori? I'll give her a little bit because I think Tori is a good physical competitor, but her ego, her entitlement out of control. But you are the most recent champion of the challenge. And they didn't even put you on the global show. You want to know why? Because you would have been picked last. I guarantee you. If they would have put Devin on the globe, I think that's why he didn't want to do it. Because here you are, the champ, and it's a schoolyard pick. You would have been picked last. Don't nobody want you as a partner. Every daily challenge ain't a puzzle. In MTV, how do you expect for the challenge to be the fifth sport if all y'all do is puzzles? I don't know, but I said all that to say Turbo's video was everything. He went down the reunion. You ain't shit, you ain't shit, you a pussy chicken. I see you in a physical elimination. He said everybody that cheated to get me out the house is it's on the next time I'm up in there. Season 39 is on and popping. Laurel, where the champagne? I was hollering. I was getting my life at Turbo's video. I loved it. Okay, what else do I care to talk about? Let's get into, I'm gonna come back to y'all questions or chat comments in 1 second. We had to revisit all of the relationships. I don't know why Norris and Johnny had another moment. I don't know why we needed to know Norris and Johnny slept together the night before. These are grown adults. That's their business. Who cares? And why do we have to have all the facials of Raven? Raven, that ain't your man. Girl, I need you to get over this. I need you to get over this. That's not your man. If Norris, if they have some kind of sexual energy, because I understand in your younger days, because I'm married now. I can't be lusting over nobody. But in my single days, there's always been that one person where whenever you're around each other, it's just gonna happen because y'all have that sexual chemistry. I understand. And as long as nobody's in a relationship hurting anybody, those are grown people, and that wasn't really any of our business. And I agree. It feels like you all are trying to slut shame Norris because she getting some. Maybe you all need to get it. It felt like y'all was trying to slut shame Laurel. Laurel, when the last time you hooked up with Jordan? Isn't Jordan a single man? Why is Tori? And see, I got pissed off a little bit. Why is Tori continuously crying on the television over this man that you have broken up with at least 2 years ago? And the season right after you all broke up, you was with Fessy, you was with Manuel, you was with Kels. You've been with at least 3 or 4 people on this show, but you over here crying over Jordan like he can't get him some too. Right. She ain't had no problem cheating, but this single man can't do what he does. And see, I fought you, Tori. I fought you. A man can only do to you what you allow. If you aren't in the headspace to handle Jordan, a single man, being in the bed with a single you, don't invite him to your bed. Lesson for all ladies. You can always say no. You should not be making this man feel guilty when he's single. I can only imagine the drama we getting ready to see on Global. And I'm ready to read Tori some more over here on the Global because I'm gonna be over it. I don't want to hear no more Tori and Jordan nothing. He doesn't owe her anything in the game anymore, period. Ever. Everybody wants the $1,000,000 for themselves. I don't think people come on the show like Bananas. I'm just here to get Nani $1,000,000. No, Bananas, you're here to get yourself $1,000,000 too. It's not all about Nani. Then Nelson had a segment with Olivia. I really didn't understand what was going on with them. I really don't understand because it seems like out of sight, out of mind. Nelson got eliminated from the game. He wasn't coming back. Olivia was still in the game. I think she said 3 weeks. When she came home, I really understand what Olivia's point of view. When I came home, I just got busted in the face with a golf ball. Fracture, bruise, black eyes, everything. I have to get myself physically back together. My first priority isn't a relationship with Nelson, who is technically a stranger. I don't know Nelson from nowhere. This is my first time meeting this man. Nelson got in his feelings, blocked Olivia. Now, it could have been more to it. I'm sure it was a lot more to it, but I see the growth in Nelson. I really, really like Nelson. I see the maturity in him. He's not the same Nelson that started the challenge many, many, many moons ago. I believe he deserves a second chance. And I don't like when people be like, oh, Nelson the dog. He used to. Just because somebody dogged you out, don't mean they're going to dog the next one out. Let people get to know people for themselves. And I'm going to get to Amber B. I'm going to get to Amber B. But it was another moment with Nelson I wanted to bring up that I didn't like. I didn't already forgot. Let's get to Amber B because that's pretty much the last thing. Amber B came out and told everyone she was autistic and she has the traits of mirroring, I believe she said. And that's why sometimes if she sees a bunch of people doing something, she likes to do it too. People please. I ain't no expert in the field of autism. I know it's a spectrum. It could be minor to severe. So I'm not going to try to even explain it. We all heard what Amber B said. But what I didn't like was the fakeness. I didn't like, oh, Amber, you didn't have to do this. We're here for you, Amber. I'm like, y'all don't like her. And I hate that Amber B had to break all HIPAA violations and put her medical business on the television just so you people can treat her fairly. And the first thing Bananas, the face of y'all show, did was make an excuse for why they not going to treat you fairly in the next seasons. It's a pressure cooker. It's too much. Everybody under stress. We don't mean no harm. He was pretty much saying, we still going to treat you like shit. So be prepared. That's pretty. I understand why a lot of people don't come back to this show. In MTV, this is why your show getting ready to go in the trash. Because you put certain people up on a pedestal. You keep bringing back Anissa, who brings nothing. I'm so happy Mariah called you out and said you wasn't shit and you was a bitch, because it's true. You're not nice to people, Anissa, and you the main one. The only reason Anissa wins eliminations is the same reason why Big Easy used to win all the eliminations. It's your size. You're a thick woman, Anissa. I can say that because I'm thick too. I'm double thick, triple thick. You're a thick woman, Anissa. Can't nobody drag you through the sand. You were supposed to beat Amber B dragging her through the sand. Can't nobody out arm wrestle you. The only elimination somebody can beat you in, you're great at puzzles. The only elimination somebody could probably beat you in is that little hamster thing where you got to run. If it requires running, Anissa is losing. Nobody is stronger than you in a pole wrestle. Nobody's going to knock you out in a hall brawl. That's why you have all these elimination wins, Anissa. But why can't you win a final? Can we call a thing sometimes? Like, can we call a thing a thing? Yeah, Anissa might be hold the record for elimination wins, but why hasn't she won a final? Why can't she run a half a mile without twisting her ankle? Every final I seen Anissa in, her ankle or her knee is broken. Why don't nobody want to in a schoolyard pick you for a partner, Anissa? Can we stop bringing these people back? She doesn't bring any entertainment value to the show. She's a mean girl. She sits up in her alliance. She talks shit about people. She sits on her throne like, oh, we're going to throw you in. We're going to throw you in. And then when it comes to the final, she twists her ankle and goes home. We tired of seeing it. I know I'm tired of seeing it. I like to see somebody else twist their ankle in the final for a change. You keep bringing back bananas. You keep bringing back this vacation crew. And all they do is band together and control the game. And when a rookie does, if a rookie or Jay or a Nelson does pull a kill card and throw them in elimination, all you do is set up an elimination that's easy for them to win. If Devin goes down there, it's a puzzle. We ain't seen Devin in no physical elimination. If Johnny goes down there, it's something to benefit him. If Anissa goes down there, it's something where her weight is the advantage. If Anissa had to do that last challenge, that last elimination, where they had to climb up things with them boards, her ass would have been like Fessy. She would have never made it up the first step. If the first step. So MTV, y'all really need to start casting new people. I really like what y'all did over there on All Stars 4, and I feel like that's why All Stars 4 is going to be very successful, is that you saw the people that y'all kept inviting back for All Stars. You might have picked 4 of them and said, okay, y'all could come back, but everybody else is a fresh face. So we can get fresh gameplay. That's what I liked about the Challenge USA. Everybody on Challenge USA has never played the challenge before. We have fresh gameplay. We don't have people in love with bananas, in love with Wes, in love with Anissa, and just wants to be their friend over playing the game. And that's why Challenge USA 2, I might not watch. If y'all bring all them MTV people I said they thinking about bringing, I'm not watching. I'm not watching my Survivor people, my Big Brother people, my Amazing Race Love Island people get taken out one by Bananas, Jordan, Anissa, Nani, Tori, and whoever else I said was coming. Don't want to watch it. Mm-mm. But anyway, Amber B, I'm a fan of yours. And I'm going to publicly apologize. And I know you may never see this Kiss My Cheeks video, but in case you do, I did used to make fun of you for your math and say you need to go get your flashcards and stuff like that. I was just being funny, girl. But I do want to apologize because I don't want to make fun of somebody after I know they're autistic. And I promise you, I won't make fun of you for that again. Now, I might say something else shady, girl. I can't promise you that. But I promise I will not make fun of anything mentally or intelligence. Now that I know you're autistic, I don't want to lie and say I'm about to pray for you, but you are in my thoughts. I don't want to be a liar. You are in my thoughts, and my heart goes out to you, and I really Hope you get the help to learn how to manage your autism in a way where you can still have a regular everyday life. And I really hope that you can find another avenue to be on reality TV, because right now the people on the challenge are trash and I don't trust them with your mental health. I don't. Because they already said over on the global, what's getting ready to come on Wednesday, Tori already told everybody in the house, don't trust Amber. She can't be trusted. But here you are, Tori. Oh, Amber, congratulations on your baby. Oh, Amber, we're so sorry. Yeah, I got mental health too. Angie, don't. I ain't gonna make fun of Tori and her mental health. Angie, don't do it. Angie, don't do it. All I'm gonna say is Tori is trash. Tori is trash. These people are trash, Amber. They don't have your best interest. And if you aren't gonna be cutthroat, and I kind of get that your autism, the symptoms of your autism causes you not to be cutthroat because you kind of want to engage with people. But no, you and Nelson need to learn how to be cutthroat. And I'm gonna say this one last thing, and then I'm gonna let the challenge 38 go because 38 is over, and then I'm gonna get to the comments before we get to Survivor. Nelson, you and Jay messed up this season because for the majority of you all's daily wins, you got rid of rookies and people who could have helped extend your life in the game. I understand, Nelson, you want to live your life with a path of forgiveness and you want to play the game with integrity. But let me tell you this, I ain't seen not one person get in the comments and correct me if I'm wrong. I have not seen one person become a champion because they played this game with integrity. Sometimes you got to backstab for the win. And if people get mad at you for backstabbing for the win, F them. You got $1 million in your bank. Okay, and I'm going to move on from the reunion because everything else was showmances crying over men, and I was over it. I was over it. Let's get to the comments about the challenge, and then we're going to move over to Survivor. I'm glad Amber shared her autism experience. I'm glad she did. No, I'm not glad she did because I feel like if Amber B was treated fairly and people weren't fake bitches to her face, she wouldn't have shared this. I feel like she shared it as a way for people to be like, look, I'm autistic. Can y'all please quit talking about me, trashing me? I feel like she only shared it to get people up off her back. And she shouldn't have to share her medical information to get people up off her back. People should be allowed to keep some things to themselves. But I feel for her and I'm happy she shared it. The only reason I'm happy she shared it is because by her sharing it, maybe she can help some other autistic people and maybe they may feel like I'm not good in this kind of game and stuff like that and I can do it too. I understand that, but I really feel like she shared it to get them people up off her back. I felt like everybody on that stage gave two fucks about Amber and it showed in their faces. It did. Some of them was up there smirking like, bring Tori on a season with Laurel, Cara, Casey, Jenny, Cam. Bring the real female competitors back. Nelson called Olivia a city girl. I must have been looking at my phone. I missed that. Look, Olivia is single. And if she doesn't want to be with Nelson, people get on this show and hook up with people. And after the show, move right back on. Move on. Why does Olivia have to be a city girl and not Nani? Nani has fucked everybody that's come across this cast on every season she's been on. It has not been one season where Nani has not held her vagina to herself. But Nani's not a city girl, but Olivia has to be one. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to slut shame Nani. I was just stating facts. Ashley is not a city girl, but Olivia is because she don't want to be with Nelson. Oh, okay. I would put my money on Turbo against Jordan any day. I put my money on Turbo against anybody. Anybody. That's why they scared of him. That's why they always want him riled up and out the house. That's why Nani approached him the way that she did. And then, oh wait, I forgot. Nani had the nerve to fix her lips to say she helped Turbo win $750,000. Nani, I didn't see you nowhere out in that desert. I didn't see you nowhere giving him a glass of water, helping him up out the sand when he passed out. I didn't see you nowhere in the desert, Nani. I believe you were at home. I believe the last time we saw you, Turbo was tying you up in a chair that you could not get up out of. So how did you help him do anything? You can't even help yourself to $500,000. So how you help Turbo do anything? Y'all really gonna have me read, Nani, and I don't want to be mean to people. I don't want to be mean to people. And then the last thing that pissed me off was when Nelson was having his moment of talking about playing the game with integrity. Tori fixed her lips to say, "You ain't gotta be a winner to be a champ." This coming from the bitch who will walk off the show. See, I didn't call her out her name. I ain't mean it. This coming from the girl who said she will walk up off the show if she see Cara Maria. This coming from the girl who on Twitter crying that Cam went to All Stars before her. She wants to be the first. Are you the one person on All Stars? You really can be a champ without winning, Tori, huh? You can be a champ without really doing a final two. This was probably the easy to me. This is probably one of the easiest finals in champ history because y'all like, oh, it was 100 hours, but you actually only did it for 10. Y'all was asleep and taking a break the rest of it. Trying to finish a real final in the hot desert sands, and then you come back and talk your ish. Can we leave Nani at home with KC? Trying to finish a real oh, I already read that. Production had to rig it for you guys. I know that's right. Devin would never finish or win a real final ever. I can see Devin really not coming back. He got what he need. Look, my friend Kamisha Reviews. Y'all know I love Kamisha. Kamisha is interviewing Devin. I want to say Monday. If I have it wrong, I shared it on my community page on YouTube. She's going to do a new interview with Devin. And you know, when Kamisha did that first interview with Devin at the beginning of the season, I really, really liked him. I liked what he said about the game. I liked his approach to the game. But I always said if Devin wins, his ego was going to go to a place where I don't like. And did you notice Tori and Devin are the champs of the season, but Miss Maria ain't have hardly no questions for them. How y'all the champs of the season, but y'all didn't do anything strategically to move the season, but be safe by production. Maria ain't have no outside of Tori crying over Jordan. Maria ain't have no questions for them, none. But y'all the champs. Okay. Even Georgia DQ because she got dehydrated. That was an extremely hard final. That's one of my favorite seasons. They probably could. Raven was giving. Don't invite Raven back. That's a rookie I would like to see stay at home. Please leave Raven at home. Oh, I already read that. I already read these. Okay. Yeah, no endurance for Anissa. I don't know the vacation crew real name, but we all know the vacation people. And see what Fessy problem is. Fessy think he's a part of the vacation crew. They like to sleep with you, Fessy, but they don't really have your back. They show Fessy, Nelson, Corey, if you ever come back, these people don't have your backs. They use you to get all the rookies out, but soon as I say it every time. As soon as all the rookies gone, who's target number one? Nelson. Who's target number two? Fessy. KC, it would have been your ass. Well, no, you had Miss Teeth. She probably would have helped you a little bit. We're getting the same results every season. Anissa twist her ankle. I'm over it. And I don't want her on the podcast neither. I don't think Amber needs to find herself. I think Amber knows exactly who she is. She just can't fit in with these people, and she wants to. But what Amber needs is a good old season with Cam. She needs some people that really have her back. She had her footing one season when she was able to rally the rookies together. Like, Amber B just needs to be more cutthroat and be like, fuck y'all. Bananas used to say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. I know that's right. And mind you, Turbo, yes, they did cheat by helping the other team call out, but I don't mind when people in the galley up top call out to help one team or another. I don't really consider that cheating. I understand if it happens to you. Like, if you're on the losing end of that, I understand how you can be upset. But if you were on the winning end of it, you wouldn't be saying anything. So I don't mind. I don't mind that. I hope this is for Amber B. I need Amber B to have her baby. Oh, did y'all did y'all see Chauncey at the end do that little dance in that little hidden scene? I was like, oh, y'all should have played this first. Why y'all hold this for the end of the reunion? Y'all should have played this episode 1. Amber B, I understand. Chauncey is a very handsome man. Very handsome. I hope him and Amber B much happiness and a healthy baby. I wish the best for them. I really, really do. And maybe Chauncey can be cutthroat because this is his rookie season. He getting his footing. He kind of understand who ain't shit. If Chauncey comes back, I hope he can be more cutthroat. Let Tori go against Natalie A and see if she wins. Who is Natalie A? Because I think of Paulie and Natalie. I don't know any other Natalie. Yeah, I don't know. Look, Tori couldn't even beat Jenna. Tori ain't all that in elimination. Let's be honest. Tori didn't beat Cam. Tori does her best when production helps her stay out of eliminations. Remember those seasons when you had to go in and you had to get a skull? Where was Tori at? She was at home, right? Every time she had to go in to get a skull, to get to the final, where was Tori? She was watching the final at home like everybody else, like we was watching it. Mm-hmm. That's where Tori was. So we ain't gonna put too much on Tori. It went individuals towards the end. Nani stopped making us. I hate Nani. I'm sorry for not reading that. I just didn't want to. I ain't want to say nothing about Nani. Tori wouldn't say that if she didn't win this season. Yeah, if she didn't win this season, she'd still be trying to blackball Cara. I really hope Cara comes back for 39. I really hope they bring Rachel back. It's a lot of people. If you really, really look at the female casting, Tori has been outside of KC. She's been number 2. And wait till we go through the global draft. I can't wait for you all. Sunday at 2:00. One of my Kamisha reviews crew. That's a tongue twister. His name is Mark. He's new to Kamisha's mentee group, and he does the challenge. I'm sorry, Mark. I don't have his YouTube name written in front of me. Come Sunday, I'll have it for you all. But he reviews the challenge and Survivor and all of that too. But Sunday at 2:00, myself and Mark will be doing our fantasy global draft cast assessment. So we'll have a good time over there. But even when I was looking at that cast, the top three girls are Casey, Naya, Tori. Like, there's not a lot of competition. They not bringing back the heavy hitters. Natalie Anderson. Oh, please, please. I was gonna say she couldn't even beat Paulie's Natalie, but okay, she damn sure ain't beating Natalie Anderson. I need Natalie to go over to CBS, maybe season 2. I don't know what she currently has going on in her life, but I want to see Natalie play. I don't want to see Natalie play on MTV because they're gonna do the same thing with Michaela. They're gonna find a way to get her out first or second, and I'm gonna be pissed. So I would like to see her play over on CBS, where she might have a more fair chance to get an organic alliance and really play the game of the challenge. Yeah, Natalie Anderson, winner of Survivor. I really love her. Like, she's one of, outside of Cirie, Natalie is probably my second favorite Survivor player, and Poverty. I really love them. I really love them on Survivor. We got to get into Survivor. Let me read these last 2 comments. Yeah, she is a real, yes. It's so, sometimes I feel like I get my words wrong because, like I said, I'm an accountant. I ain't the best public speaker, but we know Natalie had to leave that season because she was pregnant, and unfortunately she had a miscarriage. So I don't want to be like, oh, I wish she wasn't pregnant. Like, I don't want to say anything like that. I just want to say I really wish Natalie could have played that season. I feel like that season would have went in a totally different direction. Didn't she have Wes as a partner? Like, they was gonna do the damn thing that season. Natalie and Wes would have been an unbeatable pair. And I really would like to see Lolo come back, especially now that I know some of y'all don't like Lolo, but especially now you really can't ice her out with the skull thing. Like, Lolo can come back. Y'all can throw Lolo in a ton of eliminations and she gonna win them all. So I really want to see, and I feel like they set it up that way. Like, we gonna put Lolo on the season where you need a skull, and then y'all could just ice her out. We're gonna put Lolo and Nam. And Nam, Nam has the worst luck. If I was Nam, I wouldn't even answer the phone for the challenge no more. I would not even, I would block them straight to voicemail. Okay. Exactly. Natalie did more of a final on she did than Tori did in 100 hours. Natalie did more on that Survivor season on Exile Island than Tori did all 100 hours of this final. Oh, maybe Natalie could do Traitors. She would be good at Traitors. Make Natalie a traitor too. I want everybody to be a traitor. Okay, let's move on to Survivor, y'all, because y'all know I'll be on here talking all night. I'll do a cool elimination like Not So Fast. She would kill that. Was she partners with Wes, or was she partners with Darrell? I forgot. It's been so long. It's been so long. Lolo and Natalie could be a dominant duo like Cara and Cam. Imagine if all 4 of them worked together. All 4 of them going to the final. All 4 of them. That's the kind of group we need. A Cara, Cam, Natalie, Lolo. Oh, KC would be gone. Tori probably quit. She probably wouldn't even show up. Look, let me move on, because how you come on the reunion looking the mess you look, Tori? Let's get off of it. Let's move on over to Survivor 44, because it was a 2-hour premiere. Y'all want me to read Tori so bad. Okay. They need Lolo back for a solo season. Run her. The only way. Look, I promise you, even if it was a partner season, everybody would want Lolo as a partner, I guarantee you. everybody would, if it was a partner season and Jordan, Bananas, all of them, Darrell, all of them had to pick partners, and it was between Casey, Lolo, and Tori, Lolo was getting picked first. Period. And Tori on the reunion, Devin, I always pick you as a partner. Bitch, girl, don't nobody want Devin as a partner. You always want to lose, or we always gonna have to watch y'all do puzzles. Which one is it? Yeah, it was West. Okay, thank y'all for helping me remember. Natalie had West, but when she left, she was partnered with Corey. Okay. But let's get into Survivor, y'all. Survivor 44 opens up with the one who I said would work my last nerve, and that was Carolyn. And she don't know what to say to the camera. They like, say your name, you happy to be here, woohoo, something. And she was like, Carolyn is gonna work my last nerve. I'm telling you right now, all that hollering in the middle of camp for no reason. That's the kind of shit that you would get voted out. Hey, Glenda, you would get voted out. No, ma'am. All that authentic self-control, control. Don't nobody want to hear all this hollering in the middle of camp, Carolyn. I was cracking up. I said, Survivor, were you all watching my cast assessment? In the first 30 seconds of the show, this lady has worked my nerve, and I'm over it. But no, I think she'll last a while. I don't know. But then my nerves worked. And then she couldn't get her little buoy up off the pole, and she's sitting there acting like she at the carnival playing for a teddy bear. I said, girl, this for $1 million if you don't really hoist that thing up that pole. In the first 2 minutes of the show, Bruce done bumped his head and cut his forehead open. And I said, oh, Lord, here we go. I tweeted, I said, we haven't seen medical on a whole season of Survivor as much as we saw them in episode 1. I was like, damn, everybody falling out. Everybody is passing out. Karen is a 0 votes finalist. She could be, but not with somebody like me in the tribe. Because see, I would vote you out for just getting on my nerve. It ain't no, oh, it's 28 days. You can make, I'm vote. We got to get Carolyn out because she on my last nerve. But hey, other people may have better patience than me. I guess. But we get to the first challenge. Bruce done bumped his head. They said he was okay. They put a Band-Aid on it. And then later on, it was thunderstorming really bad out here in Memphis. So y'all saw it on Twitter. They did a news break in the middle of Survivor. So I missed a good 15-minute chunk of it. And the next thing I know, Bruce was getting elevated up out the camp. I said, well, damn, what happened to him? But I'm happy Bruce at the end of the day was okay. But I also felt like if he was okay to continue the game, why couldn't you bring him back into the game? Like, you really left the Purple Tribe at a disadvantage because they lost their strongest player. But anyway, so we doing the whole puzzle thing, get the buoy, whatever they was doing. Everybody was cheating because the purple team got the puzzle done first, but they forgot to flip their blocks over so the other people couldn't cheat. So everybody else cheated, got their puzzle done, and then Carolyn was playing Ring Around the Rosie with her little buoy, and everybody else got their buoys off their pole, and the purple team ended up losing. Carolyn, I'm happy they didn't go to tribal council because, girl, you would have went home first. But anyway, as the winners, I believe the green team is my favorite tribe. And forgive me if I don't remember everybody's name, but it's a long season. It's a lot of players. I'm going to have it together. as the episodes keep going. And I ain't even gonna try to memorize the tribe names. It's gonna be colors. Y'all know how I do. The green team is gonna be my favorite tribe. They won. They didn't have to do any extra games. The orange team came in second, and they got to pick between Dragon Coconuts and Guessing Rings. I think it was called Strong and Savvy. I ain't take no notes, so y'all know I don't remember. I remember Savvy. They picked Strong. Matt was like, I ain't good at puzzles, but I know how to drag coconuts. Brandon was like, well, damn, Matt, they all looking at me to help you drag these coconuts, and I really ain't want to drag no coconuts. But they picked dragging the coconuts. It looked extremely hard, and they finished with like maybe 5 minutes left in that little hourglass, so I'm happy they finished. The other team had to do Savvy by default, the purple team. And Helen, no disrespect, but I might confuse Helen and Jamie, but I ain't trying to say all of them look alike. I'm just saying I might get them confused until one of them go home. And I hope Jamie hurry up and go home. But anyway, Helen was like, I could do the puzzle. And so Carson was like, look, I don't want everybody to think I'm the nerdy one that can do puzzles. And Helen looked at him like, bitch, you got your glasses on. Get over here and help me do this puzzle. And Carson was like, okay, I'll help you do the puzzle. When they pulled that sheet off of that, them two little globes, talking about count the rings, my ass was like, count what? I said, I see two. I said, I see two balls hanging off this chain. My answer is two. I don't know what y'all want me in here counting. I knew production knew they had to highlight them little spears or whatever, them little circle things going around them globes. I said, we wouldn't have had no flint. We wouldn't have had a machete or a pot if I had to count, because I didn't know what they were counting. And then they said 18, and I said, I think production told them 18, because how did they get 18? You couldn't even go up there and touch it and be like 1, 2. I am a mess. I would have sat down. I would have been like, we ain't getting no machete, y'all. What? I see two balls over there. But that's why there are some puzzle savvy people who are very smart, and you would have walked up and walked right back to camp. I'd be like, let's go rub 2 sticks together and make fire, because we ain't getting no flint tonight. Oh Lord, I'm tearing shit up in my office. But yes, that would have been me. I didn't know what they were counting, and it was hilarious. But they got the answer right. Everybody got their little pot, flint, and whatever else they were going to get. They went to make their shelters. Now, the next big thing we see are these 2 or 3 bird cages. Everyone has a bird cage in their camp. They don't know it's an idol in there. We at home know it's an idol in there. But they have to find the key. Most people are like one team, I think the purple team was like, we cannot go look for this key while they dragging coconuts. They're going to whoop our ass if they come back to camp and we ain't got nothing together. That's fair. That's fair. For the most part, everyone said we're going to get our camp together. We ain't about to be looking for this key right now. Whatever. I like the birdcage idols. That I'm hoping that's the name. Y'all know I like to make up names. I feel like it's more dramatic, especially now that we know, because Brandon found the key and opened it. We're going to get into that in a minute. Especially now that we know it's a fake idol in there and a real one. So you can technically find the idol, put it in your pocket, rehide the key, and trick somebody else into getting the fake idol. It's dramatic. I can see ways it can backfire once the merge happens, because the orange team, that whole team now knows one of the idols are fake, and they know what the fake one looks like versus what the real one looks like. So once we get to the merge and people start pulling out this fake idol, they gonna know it's fake. So they have a little bit of an advantage because Brandon shared the information with the whole team. But in general, I like it better than begging for beads. I like it way better than butterflies, bumblebees, and broccoli at the challenges. This is cute. One day we walk around by the bird cage. Okay, the idol's still in there. The next day it's gone. Okay, we know somebody got it. Let's get to questioning. Like, I think it's a more old school way of playing Survivor, because I just hate that everyone has to know what you got. But it's also, it still keeps you on edge, because once you see that it's gone, it's like, oh, okay, game on. So let's get to Brandon and the orange team. Now, Brandon finds the key and immediately puts it in his pocket. I believe Brandon wasn't gonna share this information. But Brandon, you got thick thighs. You ain't had no room in them shorts to be hiding that. We immediately saw it in your pocket. Maddie immediately saw it. And if you didn't tell her, she was gonna snitch. And I really feel like, put y'all opinions in the chat. I really feel like even if Brandon would have shared the information just between himself and Maddie, she still would have snitched. Sometimes you got to go off of a vibe and an energy. And I felt like Brandon knew immediately Maddie can't be trusted. I'm telling everybody, I ain't got time for her to be snitching on me. She already was trying to get him voted out first anyway, and we're going to get to that at the end. But I really feel like he just had a vibe about Maddie that I can't trust her. Let me share this with everybody. So he shares with everybody. They know Brandon has an idol. They know the other one is fake. So, of course, nobody wants his fake ass idol. But I feel like somebody should have kept it and maybe at the merge plant it somewhere and make it look like a fake idol. Like, maybe at the merge, put it out there and be like, oh, somebody from the orange team lost their idol. Now we got, I don't know, but maybe. But it's out there. The whole team knows about it. Let's leave that there. Let's get over to the get to know people on the boat ride advantage trip. I really hate this. I really wish this is something that they would have got rid of. I don't like when 3 people have to leave, go make friends up the mountain, risk, no risk, whatever we gonna call it, and then come back, lie, or tell the truth. Well, I mean, I ain't on production. We got to deal with it. Let's get into it. So, for the most part, most teams drew sticks. Lauren's team, which is the orange team, drew rocks. And I like that Lauren said, I picked the rocks, so I knew which one was the gray one. Smart. I really like Lauren. I believe Lauren was at the top of my list. Do I have my list? Yes. No. Yes. Lauren was number 3 on my list. So she's at the top of my list of my favorites. So they all go out there. I don't care about their conversation. They pick paths. Everybody has to go down their own individual path. Now, at first, I'm up in arms. We know Sarah. Sarah was in the middle of my list. I liked her outfit. I liked that green dress she had on. At first, I was up at arms. I'm like, Sarah got this extremely powerful heritage advantage. That's not fair. Everybody else ain't getting no heritage advantage. But then I say, Angie, check yourself. Everyone chose what path they wanted to go down. And I'm assuming some paths have advantages that are more powerful than others. It ain't her fault she picked that path to walk down. Okay. So the whole point of this is you have to pick something. You can't even go to the island and be like, I ain't risking nothing. I ain't putting my hand in that bag. I need my vote. Period. You have to pick something. I like that because I feel like a lot of people were playing scared and not risking their votes and giving other people advantages in the game. Like, okay, we ain't gonna risk it. You can have, like, I ain't like that. But Of course, everyone lost their vote. No, no. Lauren picked the advantage the first time. Cool. She got a bank of vote where she has to not vote in order to gain an extra vote. I don't really like that advantage because most times people don't play that extra vote right, especially once you get to the merge. Like this extra vote has to be something Lauren plays within the next couple of tribals, or maybe if she makes it, because I heard they're going to do a tribe swap this season. Maybe it's something she can play at a tribe swap if she ends up in like a 2-3, and it could help her then. So, but if she plans on taking this far into the game, girl, you wasting it. But okay, Lauren got her bank of vote. Matt messed around and lost his vote for 2 tribals in a row. But really, in the game, if you already have to play, you already have to play, period. And you lose your vote the first time, you might as well take that 50-50 chance of getting an advantage. So really, everybody gonna be pulling till they get an advantage. So I like this because I don't see anybody saying, "Oh, I lost my vote. I ain't gonna try again." You gonna try again. You already done tried it once. You might as well. Shit, I lost one vote. Let me try at least get advantage. So I don't blame Matt. But it's funny. I really, really like Matt. I really, really like him. I don't think he has a chance in hell to win this game, but I love his personality. Like he has a not so average personality, because I don't want to say a mean word, but like he has a different personality that I could rock with, where Carolyn would get on my last nerve. She gets on my last nerve. But anyway, and then of course Sarah, she lost it the first time, and then of course she played again and she got her heritage idol, which I'm still a little bit confused on the rules. Can she play this after, like, say it's a tribal council and 3 people play their idols in a row and somebody play an extra vote? Can she then slip her piece of paper out there and be like, "Ooh, give me all of that"? Or does she have to play it before the votes and then cross her fingers people really play their idol like she think they would? I'm confused on the rules. Now, if it's something she could play after, it's way too powerful. It's way too powerful. But if she has to play it before, then she still gotta hope like, girl, you need to play your idol. And then, then hope to snatch. Oh, it's the second one. It's the second one. Okay. So it's not that powerful then, because she don't know what's gonna go down at tribal for real, for real. And if she caused too much drama to get people to play their advantages, then she gonna mess around and be voted out. And then, isn't this just another way of throwing the ask me idol out there? Instead of asking somebody for their idol, you just kind of gotta know. One, you have to know who has an idol or an advantage, and then you have to know the dynamics of the game of when they might play it, and hoping that they actually do play it. Like, this just ain't nothing but a ask me idol you don't have to ask for. Whatever, girl. At least she ain't tell nobody about it. Now let's yes, there's room to mess up. So I'm happy it's the second one. You have to play it before, because if she could play it after, that's way too powerful. Now let's get to the stories. Matt comes back to the camp. He has no choice but to be honest, partially, because he done lost both of his votes 2 tribals in a row. It's going to be real messed up, because I see the green team not really having to go to tribal. I think they have a really strong team. And if he has to wait to the merge and he done lost 2 votes and he ain't voting to merge, or if you get on a tribe swap and you really ain't got the numbers and they really need your vote at these tribe swaps and you don't have to. Who, Matt? This gonna be a hard one to maneuver, but he comes back with a little clamshell and the piece of paper saying, "I lost my vote." He didn't tell everybody about the two votes. He just said, "I lost one." I'm not mad at that, but at least he gave the most honest story of what's going on at the island. Now Lauren comes back saying too much. Lauren, you should have just told Lauren, it's easy to get caught up in this lie because you talking about it was a sign saying I can get a bank a vote or lose a vote, and I pulled and I got lose a vote. The fact that you know what the advantage is is telling people that you probably have the advantage because you know what it is. So you should have just said you should have just told the truth. I had to put my hand in the thing. Everybody have to pull. I pulled and I lost my vote. Period. Done. Nothing else. So Lauren, you put a little bit too much on yours, but you didn't do the worst. Sarah came back and just completely lied. Like, what did Sarah say? Um, it was a wheel and everybody had to risk or not risk, and I chose not to risk. I'm like, girl, haven't you watched? Don't you know every week somebody about to take this boat ride, girl? In a few days, they're gonna know you lied and that you have something. So a mess. But anyway, I thought that's funny. I always find it funny the stories people come back and tell when they come back from the boat ride. Evita, I don't know how she would know. Like, maybe what Sarah is on the purple team. The purple team haven't opened their little bird cage yet. So I'm assuming, let's say Yam Yam gets an idol out the bird cage. I really want Yam Yam to get the idol because I love him. But let's say Yam Yam gets the idol and shares it with somebody, and then they're like, Yam Yam, you could be in trouble tonight. And then Sarah kind of knows, oh, he thinks he's in trouble tonight, so he's gonna play his idol so that I'm gonna play my heritage. So as soon as he plays his idol, which I'm assuming Yam Yam still gets to be safe, but when she gets back to camp, his idol will be put in her book bag. I'm assuming that's how it works. They need to really explain it some more because this is something new. But I'm assuming that's how it would work. You would really have to really know. You really have to be in the inner circle of the game for this heritage advantage to work. Because if you on the outs and you really don't know what people have and you really don't know where the vote's gonna go, you just got a piece of paper in your pocket. But anyway, let's talk about Matt, the one whose arm is in a sling. I hate that it's two people on the show with the same name. Matt's mom was a YMCA director, and so he got out here thinking, I'm about to climb rocks and have my true survivor fantasy, and he done messed around and tore up his shoulder. Now, when Matt fell off of that rock, I thought it was over for him. Because just the way he fell, kind of like an Indian style, I said, oh, he done broke his ankle. He done, because them rocks are really sharp. I'm like, he done probably slashed up his legs and his hands. I said, oh, Matt about to go home. He about to go home. But he dislocated his shoulder and it popped back in. That sounds extremely painful in and of itself. The medics came out, just put a little shirt around his arm and said, you can't do no activity for a few days. Why Matt didn't go home, I don't know. But whatever. That was the second time we saw the medic. Let's get to did we cover everything? Because they did a lot before this little immunity challenge. If that's the case, I'd be trying to throw challenges if I were Matt so I can get two out of the way. Should he? Because I feel like who's on Matt's team? Matt, Franny, Josh. I really like Josh. I think Heidi is on that team. Helen isn't on that team. I done forgot who else on that team. Claire. Ooh, I'm gonna get to Claire when we get into the immunity challenge. Claire is on that team. Who else is on that team? I'm trying to look at my paper. Not Sarah. Danny. That green team is a really strong team. If Matt was to throw it, he could be the one going home. home. Like I wouldn't throw if I was mad, I wouldn't be trying to throw anything. I would be trying to win everything so I wouldn't even have to go to tribal. And then when they do this tribe swap, you better pray at least four. You better pray it's at least four green people on the team, or Matt is going home because he gonna mess up the votes. But it makes it good. Like I don't see Matt making it that far. And then next week, him and Franny's supposed to have a little showman. So okay. But anyway, let's get to the immunity challenge. I ain't about to go over all the stuff they had to do. For the most part, Brandon had heat stroke and had to go take him a little break. If I was Brandon, I would have took a break too because Jamie was calling the puzzle. And if you looked over the top of the screen, Jamie ain't know what the hell she was doing on that damn puzzle. They was losing anyway. Why was he about to sit up here and break his back moving these heavy ass puzzle pieces? And Jamie didn't know what the hell she was doing. They were nowhere close to winning that challenge. Nowhere. Brandon, go sit down and take you a little break. Jamie ain't about to have you up here moving all these puzzle pieces all over the world. And she don't know what she doing. Now, while the challenge is going on, Claire, didn't I tell you all, Claire in the pregame said she wanted to be petty. She a petty person. And I'm like, Claire, ma'am, ain't nobody did nothing to you. Why you snitching? It ain't you being petty before you even have a reason to be petty. I was so mad at Claire. And everybody on the Twitter is talking about, ooh, Mother Claire did that. I'm like, no, Claire is out here snitching. This is going to bite her in the ass. Especially if Lauren and Claire, and see, Claire, you don't, and I know you didn't know it was another black woman. I know you didn't know you were snitching on a black woman. That's why you should have kept your mouth shut. You don't know the dynamics of the game. But now you got it to where Lauren, if y'all make it to the merge, Lauren isn't going to trust you because you already snitching challenge number one. I didn't feel like it was necessary for Claire to tell another tribe anything. Anything. Yes, Claire that was messy and I ain't like it. Talking about, well, Matt showed us a piece of paper that said he lost his vote. Did your person show you a piece of paper? Or if they ain't show you a piece of paper, she probably lying. I'm like, I ain't gonna call you out your name, Claire, but I felt like, girl, that's not necessary. Your team is winning. You don't need to be starting no shit. You are on the winning tribe. You just need to be sitting out, looking cute, and cheering for the green team. That's it. Oh, Zuda, I don't think she. You think she knew she was snitching on Lauren? I would hope it's only two of y'all. I hope y'all would at least try not to snitch on each other. That was messy as hell. And when I'm telling you, let them be on the tribe swap. Let it be Claire, Matt, and Lauren on the tribe swap. And Matt talked about, it was Claire who told us if they show you the piece of paper, they was lying. Claire, you at home. You at home. And nowadays, if you don't even make it to the merge, you don't even get to be at the reunion. You watching at home like everybody else. Girl. Forget chaos class. It's about to be chaos Claire. I don't mind chaos within your own tribe. And you're trying to save your ass or, spark up some drama in your tribe to keep the drama off of you. But you starting shit on the losing tribe. How you trying to dictate who go home? And I just feel like you need to mind your business, because if she this messy on day one, we getting ready to be entertained. We are getting ready to be entertained. Now, I will take Claire getting ready to entertain us, but I wanted to root for you, Claire. And see, that's why Claire, Look, I'm gonna prove it to y'all. I'm not lying. Y'all can't see it because of the damn green screen. But Claire is number 17 on my list. 17 out of 18. I said because she's petty. Because that's all she talked about in her pre-interview. I'm petty. She said about 20 times in a little 3-minute interview. I'm petty. You can't be like this on Survivor, but let's move on. I do because the guy probably gave them descriptions of who. Man, Zuda, you right. I'm sure Matt probably did. He didn't even have to give a description. He know their name. He probably was like Lauren and Sarah. Lauren and Sarah went with me. They got on the boat. I'm sure he did say who went over there. Don't have me looking at you sideways, Claire. You better not be trying to snitch on the only black sister on the show. I want black people to work together. Now, if you were snitching on Sarah, I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't be mad. We need to get that damn heritage thing up out of here. Because Claire knew, yeah, she did know it was a woman. Y'all be catching stuff I ain't catch. Claire is not about to have a Shan and Ion or Liana alliance with Lauren. We say it all the time. Not all black people get along or work together. Maybe Lauren says something. Maybe because you know they be out there at the Ponderosa in the what they call the quarantine before the show starts. So they know each other before they actually know what team they're on. And before the game starts, they know they be all out there doing that pregame stuff. So maybe Lauren said something to Claire, and because Claire said she was petty. Don't let me find out it's some pregame shit that went on, and Claire said Lauren lying. She ain't showed y'all no piece of paper. Oh, I want to interview Claire and ask her if that was the case. I'm curious now. I'm curious. I wanna know the mess. We're gonna be messy. Let us know why we being messy. Okay, let's move on from that. Who lost? The orange team lost. Now it's about to get real messy. Orange team lose. Now they got to figure out who going to tribal, who getting ready to get voted out at tribal council. First thing I see is Maddie talking about Brandon can go, and I'm like, bitch, are you stupid or are you dumb? I don't be liking to call people a bitch, but sometimes it just come out. And I'm like, are you stupid or are you dumb? You want the strongest person on your team to go home. Talking about you guys are strong. We're all strong. How y'all all strong? One of y'all got your arm slung up in a sling. Jamie can't call out a puzzle win to save her life. But y'all all strong and y'all want to get rid of the muscle on y'all team. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of Brandon. And while we getting rid of Brandon, let's pick out the next two people to go to because we damn sure getting ready to lose at least the next two challenges before a swap. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and be like every other season of Survivor and vote the black person out first. Because it was like, it's either Brandon or Lauren. I'm like, no, we are not about to vote the black people out first. Not on season 44. No, we are not. Now, Brandon was high on my list, but I only put Brandon high on my list because I said he was fine and I want to look at him at least to pre-merge. At least can he make it to the merge? But no, Lauren was number 3 on my list. I love Lauren and I really want to see her play. So we get to tribal. No, at the camp, Jamie talking about, I'm playing my shot in the dark, so I don't care what y'all do. And I'm just like, this is the tribe of idiots. This is the dummy tribe. Even with Maddie gone, I expect them to lose. This is the dummy tribe. Let's go ahead and get to tribal because I'm pissed. We get to tribal council. I'm expecting it to be between Brandon and Lauren. I'm already expecting a black person to go home first. So I'm already rolling my eyes at the tribal council. And I'm like, Brandon, you better play your idol because Lauren wants Brandon gone too. We get to the tribal council. Here comes Jamie. I mean, if everybody voting the way they say they're gonna vote, I'm playing my shot in the dark, so I really don't care what y'all vote. And I'm like, girl, I ain't never seen nobody so quick wanna pull out that roller dice and throw it in the bag. Now, Jamie, you should be the first one to go. This should have been the easiest tribal in the world. Jamie brings nothing to the tribe. She's not strong and she can't call out the puzzle. Jamie could have easily went. Matt's arm is in a sling. Why are we carrying him through the game? Like he's next week, y'all don't have anybody to sit out. Everybody has to participate and Matt can't. Matt could have easily went home first. Sorry, but you're no help to us here, sir. You can go. Forget that Brandon has an idol. You have many opportunities if you are a good survivor player to backstab Brandon and make him think he's safe and flush out his idol. Miguel, I want to hear your tea. Let me make these last few comments and then I'm going to go back and read these comments. So not only everybody votes, not only did Jamie play her shot in the dark, but her ass is safe. I said, bitch, I know production gave her a safe piece of paper because I've been on this show for at least the last 2 to 3 seasons that y'all had this shot in the dark, telling y'all to throw it in the trash. I said, throw that basket of shots in the dark in the trash because nobody ever gets it right. I said, throw it in the trash. Whenever you pull out your dice and you feel like you need that shot in the dark, you might as well pack up all your bags and get ready to go home because nobody has ever been safe. But not all of a sudden, the one girl whose name was never, ever mentioned is safe. And not only is she stupid and dumb, next week when y'all lose again, you really about to go home and now you ain't got no more dice to roll. And now y'all dummies let her play the shot in the dark. Now nobody else has an opportunity to be safe because she done already pulled the little safety thing for y'all tribe. Is that how it works? Like once somebody in the tribe is safe, nobody else can be safe? Or does it automatically put a new safety thing in there for other people to have their shots in the dark? That shot in the dark hasn't worked in so many years. I don't even remember the rules. But I put my paycheck, and y'all know I don't bet my paycheck that often, but I would bet my paycheck. Production gave her that little safe piece of paper. But who cares about Jamie? She going home next week. I ain't worried about her. Here comes Matt with the sling, with his arm in a sling, playing his shot in the dark. So, of course, anybody with an idol, especially when your partner in crime, your coconut crew alliance, says he voting with you, but now he done play his shot in the dark. Yeah, it's time for Brandon to play his idol. It's time for him to pull it out and be safe. And Maddie, now your ass got to go home. Bye. You look like the dummy. Now you got to go home, get with HR and be like, well, I wasn't gone that long. Can I get my job back? You know, I hope you can get it. But I really wanted Maddie to play. She's number 4 on my list. I really liked her in the pregame, but you shouldn't have came for Brandon. You shouldn't have tried to vote the black person off first. Period. But anyway, I'm hoping next week we find out Matt or Lauren kind of hinted at, look, you might want to play your idol because he did vote for Maddie. I don't know, but I feel like some people on Twitter saying Matt played his shot in the dark because he didn't want to draw a line in the sand. He didn't want to show his allegiance to Brandon. But I'm like, at some point, this survivor, we ain't got time to be wasting our shots in the darks because we scared to cast the vote. If you scared to cast the vote, then you need to sit at home on the couch and watch it with everybody else. That's just how I feel. I feel like it was too much foolishness going on at tribal council, but let's get into the comments. I want to see the tea. I have tea on why Jamie played her shot in the dark. Apparently, the vote for Lauren didn't stick, and it was going to be Jamie the whole time, but Matt told Brandon about Maddie targeting him. Okay, so nobody wanted to vote out Lauren, and they said instead of Lauren, it's going to be Maddie. I mean, Jamie. But nobody voted for Jamie. I mean, it seems like Jamie was going to be the backup, but Jamie said she was playing her shot in the dark before. Jamie was playing her shot in the dark as soon as she came home from tribal council. She's like, I'm playing my shot in the dark. I don't care what y'all do. I mean, if all the votes were going to be on Jamie, it doesn't make sense. Who was voting for her? Because if all the votes were going to be on Jamie, Brandon could have saved his little piece of paper because him and Matthew could have voted for Jamie. Kane and Maddie would have voted for Brandon. Lauren was, Jamie would have probably, I guess it would have still been 3 votes. But it doesn't make sense. They didn't have the numbers to get out Jamie. Because Lauren would have, in their minds, they thought Lauren didn't have a vote because Lauren said she lost her vote. So it would have still been 3 on Brandon and 2 on Jamie. So it doesn't. One thing I do know is numbers. And that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. But I can see why Brandon played his idol because the numbers were going to be on him. And Matt should have just voted for Maddie and saved his shot in the dark. Like, he could be like, that's my coconut crew. I'm riding with Brandon. We voting for Maddie. Let me go back up and oh, you like that Jamie and Matt used their shot in the dark. I don't like the shot in the dark. I want the whole thing in the trash. Whole thing. Let me go back up and see what some of y'all saying, and then I'm going to end it because I've been talking an hour and a half. Angie, this is the shame show in which last season 5 women, 3 of which were women of color, were voted out back to back to back. Let me scroll back up a little bit. This premiere was good. It was good though. It was better. It was a good premiere. I ain't gonna lie. Just because I don't agree with the gameplay doesn't mean I was not entertained. I was highly entertained. Also, you said Claire wasn't going to do nothing and she made chaos. She did. She made chaos with going to tribal. Did I say Claire wasn't going to do anything? I recall Claire just saying she was petty. And I remember Claire had a lot of self-doubt. She was like, I don't want to be voted out first. And maybe this is her way of creating moments and great television in case she does get voted out first on her tribe, but I don't think she will. Like, I really don't see that green team losing until they go to a tribe swap or a merge. Right, like we don't see the screaming every other moment. I don't like all that hollering Carolyn does. I can't wait till we get to next week and we get that montage video of everybody on her tribe talking about how she working their last nerve. But she might not be. This season, the cast is so good. The personalities are so different. They're so not typical. Like, I don't want to say everybody is a nerd, but I'm just going to say majority of the cast is not Instagram models. Like, people who are just what production thinks is beautiful to have people watch. Like, majority of these people are super fans. Majority of these people are really, really intelligent and strategic. So I'm really just excited to see how it all falls out. Like, I think this is going to be a great strategic season. Please don't let me down, cast. Please don't. My favorite is Yam Yam. And you know, in the little preview, I thought that was Yam Yam's ass up there on the rocks. I'm so happy it wasn't. I'm so happy it wasn't. Yes, I love Lauren. I love Lauren for cheating on that puzzle and rigging them rocks. See, they over here watching Survivor. They need to be watching the challenge. Once you get your puzzle correct and they say check, you flip it. Flip it. I would like it if the show didn't tell us who has the idol from the cage until the start playing at the tribal. That would be good TV. Oh, you think it would be good TV if we didn't even know as well? Hmm. It would be good television if we didn't know one of them was fake. And they got up to the tribal, and Jeff was like, yeah, you got an idol, but not a real one. And then we'd be like, that would be good television. I can kind of agree with that, not knowing who had, but we gonna know. I would like this season for people to really, I want to know, but I would like for your castmates not to know. I would like to see more aha moments with these idols and people whipping it out like, oh, you thought I was going home, but Jeff, here go my idol. I would like more moments like that because in the past few seasons, when you had to beg for beads and say all these catchphrases, it took the drama away from tribal council when people would pull stuff out their pockets and nobody else knew that they had it. That's why when Jesse did it last season, it was great television because nobody on the cast knew what he had. I need for people this season to shut their mouths. I don't think you would tell. You could easily see how she was on the go ever since she saw him and played herself out. Oh, you don't think old girl ever really liked him? I don't blame Sarah. I blame production because what kind of overpowered advantage is this? So if she plays it at top 8 and all three autos are played, she's safe to 5. What is the limit? Now, I don't think that ever would happen. It could happen, but I don't think it will happen. But I do think it's an overly powerful advantage. But now that you all tell me she has to play her advantage before people start playing their advantages, it's going to be an extremely hard advantage to play. She's going to have to really be in the know of the game. And I don't blame Sarah anymore because we don't know what kind of advantage was in Matt's little bag. He could have had something more powerful than that. And then we know for at least a couple of weeks, a few more people going to take this boat ride. It's going to be Advantage City out here. I hope they do a tribe swap because this season could be great then. A tribe swap, a showman's, and a showman's. Matt and Franny in the showmans. I don't like Survivor showmances because I feel like that's the most awkward places to fall in love. Because I'm dirty, I ain't brushed my teeth, I ain't comb my hair, I'm wearing the same outfit every day. It's falling in love would be the last thing. The last thing. I think I read the rest of these. So let me get back to the bottom. Hey, Eric. Hey, M. Did you see the drama about the cast members not believing? No, I did not, but the core vacation alliance group of the cast are trash people. So I can see them saying that. Angie, don't say nothing. Angie, don't say nothing. I could believe it because there's trash people on that cast, but I'm not gonna say nothing about anybody else. And I really want to, but not on video. I'm just gonna think it in my head. And I think if most of you all know me by now, you already know what I'm thinking. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hey Eric, you at work? Well, I'm getting ready to get off of here. Hopefully you can catch the replay. I know you'll catch the replay and tell me all your thoughts in the comments. Please do that. If you're on the rewatch, please let me know what you think in the comments if you couldn't watch the live chat. But that's all I got to say about Survivor. Again, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. I'll be on Angel Cake Entertainment. That's Drew's channel. We're doing a trivia night. I can't wait to meet the people on the panel to play trivia with. I haven't worked with them before, so I'm excited to get to know some new people who enjoy the challenge. And I really hope some of y'all help me out in the chat. My memory is not the best thing, but I love game nights. So I'm really excited to play, but I just hope I'll make a fool of myself. But I already told Drew, I said, Drew, even if I don't know the answer, I'm gonna make it funny and I'm gonna have fun. So we're gonna have a good time over there tomorrow night at 6. Sunday at 2, Mark will be on the channel with me, and we're gonna have a draft for what is the official name of this whole the challenge, the global competition. I'm just gonna call it global. The global competition will be over there on my channel at 2 p.m. A lot of you all wanted to see us or see me do a draft for the global cast. So I hit up Mark and I said, let's do this together because he likes the challenge too. So we'll have a good time. I know you all really like the chemistry between myself and Charles, but Charles isn't doing YouTube right now. He's focused on his business. Please check out charleswarrenpresents.com. But I understand that's one of my great friends, and I understand that business comes first. Business comes first. So Mark will be with me for that Sunday at 2. And then if you don't care about challenge related stuff, I will be back Sunday at 6 doing hot topics at Kitchen Table Talk with Blissfully Single Bean. So that's my schedule for the weekend. I hope to see you all at all of the lives. We're definitely gonna have a good time tomorrow night. Yes, it was. I knew it was the Vacation Alliance. I knew it was. And Tori said something on her podcast. Tori said on the Challenge podcast that some people didn't believe her because she didn't admit. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get upset. And Tori, I'm not going to read you down. I'm not, because I don't like making fun of anybody's. I don't like shading anyone's mental health. But Tori, you need to understand. And vacation people, y'all need to understand. Everyone is not alike, and no one owes you their medical history in order for you to believe them. No one has to run down, I'm taking this, this, and this, so you can believe them. Tori, you chose to open up about your depression and your need for medication to get over this situation with Jordan. That's your story to tell. Everyone else does not have to share what you shared in order to be believed. There is no rule book, no policy or procedure for you to have common decency to give to someone. I would respect this vacation crew much more if they just say, I don't fuck with Amber B. I don't like her. You're entitled not to like people, but just say that. But don't come out here talking this BS about, I don't believe this because she ain't tell us what medicine she on, and she wasn't taking no medicine during the season. So I don't know. Like, I ain't seen none of y'all with no medical degree. Well, I guess Anissa got one now, but I ain't seen none of y'all with no medical diagnosis. Who are you even to say that she needs medication? Don't tell me nothing else about them. I appreciate the tea, but I don't want to hear nothing else about these vacation people because you all are just nasty. And if you can't stand in your adulthood and just say, I don't rock with Amber, I don't like her, just say that. But all this other stuff isn't necessary. And Anissa, shame on you. You the one with the psychology degree. Now, I don't know if you got your master's in order to practice, but you have your degree in psychology. Shame on effing you. because I don't know what you plan on doing for the rest of your life with that degree, but I can guarantee you, don't nobody want to come sit in your chair if they feel like they're going to be judged. You should have checked Tori, best friend or not. See, I'm not about to go on no tangent. Let me finish reading these last few comments and we're going to end this because I'm not about to go on no tangent. That made me upset. I'm really glad you and Drew are collaborating again. Yes, thank you. I'm excited to work with Drew too. And I made up my mind. It's a few other people that do the challenge I plan on reaching out to and collaborating with Survivor and the challenge. I'm going to ask a few people to come on the show with me. Hopefully they say yes. Can't guarantee a yes all the time, but I am going to get over my shyness and try to reach out to some more people to collaborate on these shows that we like together. Hope one day you'll work with Chantel. She's one of them. I haven't worked with her before, but she is someone that I plan on reaching out to see if she would like to come on the show. Me too. Honestly, it's F the vacation crew, the haters on Cerie's flawless win, and the production crew. And I'm right there with you. Hey Charles. Hey Charles. I was just giving Charles all of his flowers earlier today. Oh, he telling me about his Renaissance tour outfit. Okay, so let me get up off of here because I'm about to call Charles on the phone so we could talk. And I will see you all tomorrow night for trivia and Sunday night for the draft with Mark. So like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Well, I can't wait to see this outfit.